Hello and welcome to my Azure Gems video, in which we will talk about best ways to spend gems, ways not to spend gems, ways to get gems for free, and which offers are the best to buy. One of the best ways to spend gems in Azure Lane is on expanding your dorm. Over here, you start off with 2 slots, then you can buy the third slot, like I have, for 300, the fourth slot for 500, fifth slot for 800, and the sixth slot for 1200 gems. Now, this is good because your ships will improve morale, which when you don't have morale, your ships don't want to fight, and you don't actually get a lot of XP, which is good for the XP boost. And you get passive XP as well when you feed them supplies over here. Then you can also buy the second floor for 500 gems, which is good because you can have even more ships recovering morale, but these ships on the second floor do not get XP. Now, another way to spend gems would be here in the academy in tactical class, because here you can have 2 ships learn skills at one time, but you can get 2 more slots, one for 500 and one for 600, so you can have your ships level up skills faster. But that's a less priority one for me. A more priority one for me is currently the dock capacity ship. The dock capacity. I currently only have 228. Probably gonna be having some more soon once I get more gems. The normal one when you start a game is 150, but you run out of space quite fast once you start getting all of those ships. You can also spend gems on buying skins for your ship, but when you're free to play, that's usually not high on your priority list. The way I have been spending most of my gems recently has been over here with the dock expansions, as 200 gems give you 10 slots for your ships, which if you have quite a lot of ships and you try to keep a lot of them, those event ships and really good ships, then you run out of the 150 dock space quite fast. I have now over 220 plus the good dock space that you can get, and I have spent quite a bit of gems already. Another thing you can buy is the promise ring, one promise ring for 600 gems, but sometimes there's a better offer of 2 promise rings for 900 gems, but that happens very rarely, but it's really good if you want to marry your ships and have them get small boosts. Okay, now, ways not to spend your gems. That is quite easy, as one of the worst ways to spend your gems is over here in the munitions on things like the books and other things you can buy with gems here. Don't do this. It's a bad idea, it's pointless. As you can see, you can buy them with coins as well. It's better just to buy them with coins rather than gems, as it's not worth spending gems on this. Another not good way to spend your gems, but that just depends on your situation, would be over here in your supplies. Like, as you can see, these blue ones all cost oil, while these 2 purple ones cost 10 gems and 20 gems. Now that is not really worth it, as you can usually get these from events or just doing missions, daily missions and weekly missions and other things. Another way that you should not spend your gems is if you go over here into the items for things like expanding the category or buying quick finishers, coins, or depot expansion even, because there's a really good way to get more space in your depot without spending gems, or the wisdom cubes even, but that probably just more depends on your situation with cubes, gems and whatever you're trying to do. But yeah, don't spend gems on expanding your category. Buying coins, there's an easy way to farm this. Quick finishers, you get quite a few from commissions, quite a lot of commissions, just give them. And the better way to get depot expansion is actually just if you go to the depot into your gear and you can just go and disassemble the ones that you don't use. And if you have all the things that you want to actually use, as you can see, I have 277 out of 305, which the 5 is actually just from my guild, because I haven't bought any expansions. So I currently have 277. Now if I go and say here, if I give Choho some ordnance, just picking random stuff right now. So you can see I put 3 on her, and I had 277 in my depot, and now I have 274. So a better way to get more space in your depot is actually just to put things on other ships, even if you don't use them, if you want more space, as it doesn't cost gems. You can also buy coins over here with gems for 100 and 450 gems, and you can also buy oil over here with gems, but both of these options are really pointless as coins can be easily farmed, and you can get lots of oil over here from your canteen and by completing your daily and weekly missions. Now, another quite pointless one, in my opinion, is over here in the dorm, and you can expand the supplies. Now it costs 100 points over here, 100 gems, to upgrade from 40,000 to 42,000 storage for your food, and that isn't really useful, as if you can have 3 ships and you fill it all the way up, there we go, then that will last for 14 hours, which is quite a lot of time. Now, there are a few ways to get gems for free in Azur Lane. One of the ways is over here in the Memento tab, where when you collect ships and limit break ships, like over here, you can get gems for all of these, completing all of these stages over here. As you can see, you get gems for sometimes for the start, sometimes you don't get gems though, or you get some other quite good items. Here, each time there's a gem in the line, it's always 50 gems, so that's quite good, and you can get quite a few gems this way. Another way to get gems would be every time you complete a part of the main campaign. Each stage, 1, 2 and 3, part 1, 2 and 3 of each stage gives 50 gems, while the 4th part always gives 100 gems. So that's quite a lot of gems you can get just from doing each chapter of the game as well. Another way, which is a bit harder and depends more on luck, is over here. Sometimes in the commissions tab, in the urgent commissions, you can get commissions which will get you gems. Now usually it says may find gems, so it's a bit harder to get them this way, but this is also a way that you can get them for free. Another way would be when Azur Lane has some kind of event or anniversary going on, usually announced on Twitter, and they announce that if you take part in it, you can get, usually it's around 200 gems if I remember correctly, and 200 gems is quite a lot as overall for free. It's really nice. That's another 10 dog space, or whatever you need to buy. Now, buying gems with money. You can buy gems from ranging from $1 all the way to $80. And if it's your first time purchase, you get it doubled, which I think is quite cool overall, quite more enticing to do so. All of these end up being, every pack except the $80 pack is 60 gems per dollar, except this one, which is like 61 if I remember. Personally, if I would be buying one for the start with the 2 times bonus, I'd probably buy this $20 one, because 2,400 gems for $20 is quite good, and 2,400 gems is quite a bit few of gems. Now, the trade license, I think, is quite a bit better to buy than any of these packs over here that go from $1 to $26. I don't think these are really that good. I think the trade license for 30 days is quite a bit better, as for $8 you get 500 gems instantly, and then every day 1000 coins, 200 oil, and 1 cube. So that's another 30 cubes, lots of oil and lots of gold. So yeah, gemos wise, there's just basically this is the only way to get buy gems, or this way. I don't think this way is that good though. But yeah, personally I would probably go for the $20 one, or if not, the trade license, as in my opinion these are two of the best ones. Now, to the conclusion. You get 500 gems on start. Then, for every whole stage you clear, you get 250 gems per chapter. So that is actually quite good. Then also you get 50 gems each collection you finish. Currently there's 18 of those. And then you can sometimes get Apollo gems, which are really rare at this times. And then 4 to 25 gems on commissions, which are even more rare to get, which overall has overall free-to-play budget of 4,650 gems. Now, the total spending amount of gems. You will spend around 4,400 gems, excluding the dock expansion, as that just more depends on which way you organize your things. I have just added all of the dorm slots, the second slot, and the training slot, as that is the way I could calculate, because the dock expansion just more depends on how you buy things. So the total will be 4,400, and you will be left with 250 from the free-to-play budget.